Welcome to the Fall 2010 Comprehensive Review Overview and Training for UC Irvine's Office of Admissions and Relations with Schools. What is Comprehensive Review? We will go over some of the key components as well as address some of what you will see as you are reading this year's freshman applications. The origin of UC admissions policies. The origin of UC admissions policies is a three-tiered system. On the top, we have the Board of Admissions and Relations with Schools, which is a faculty committee comprised at the UC level who establishes conditions for admission subject to the approval of the Board of Regents. As well, on the campus level here at UC Irvine, we have CORS, or the Committee on Admissions and Relations with Schools, and they determine the individual selection policies at the individual campuses. We also here on the campus have the Office of Admissions and Relations with Schools, who implements the policies from the approved faculty and campus leadership. What is comprehensive review, you may ask? Here you will see a definition of comprehensive review, which was approved back in September of 2001 from the UC Boar's Committee. As you can see, quote, comprehensive review is the process by which students applying to UC campuses are evaluated for admission using multiple measures of achievement and promise, while considering the context in which each student has demonstrated accomplishment. And keep in mind that this is going to vary for each individual student. Going more into comprehensive review actually tells us various things for each individual applicant. For example, comprehensive review will tell us about academic accomplishments, the opportunities available to each individual student, the applicant's response and actions in light of the circumstances and offerings, the promise of how each applicant will contribute to the campus and society as a whole, as well as what campus can anticipate as achievements and outcomes based on the applicant's accomplishments. Now that we know about what comprehensive review tells us, let's look a little deeper into each of the 14 academic selection criteria. Number 1, academic GPA in A through G courses. 2, the scores on required standardized tests. For UC admissions, we require that students complete the SAT reasoning or ACT plus writing test, and in addition, complete 2 SAT subject tests in 2 different subject areas. 3, the number, content, and performance in the A through G courses beyond the minimum that are required for UC eligibility. Number 4, the number, content, and performance in honors, AP, and IB courses. This will indicate the student's rigor and if the student has truly challenged themselves academically. Keep in mind here that we are also looking at applicable test scores on AP or IB exams that the student has either passed or will be taking in their senior year. 5, eligibility in the local context, or ELC, which is the top 4% of the graduating high school class. We're also looking for what we call qualified on track, or QOT, which is the top 10% of the student's graduating class. 6, the quality of the senior year, and this will also include the rigor in which the student is taking honors, advanced placement, or international baccalaureate courses, in addition to college-level courses. 7, the quality and performance relative to the educational opportunities, and this is where, as a reviewer, you need to really take into account the individual context that each student is coming from. Continuing on, 8, outstanding performance in a specific academic subject area, and this may be related in context to what the student is trying to apply for as an intended major. 9, academic work in one or more special academic projects, including an internship, summer program, etc. 10, recent marked academic improvement. We're definitely looking for an upward trajectory of the students' grades that we see from the 9th, 10th, and 11th grade years. Pay special attention as you look at the various grades of the students that you can see sometimes an upward or downward trajectory. 11, special talents, achievements, awards, honors, skills, and community service. And this will be gleaned from other components of the application. 12, completion of special projects in the context of the high school curriculum. As I mentioned before, these can be special internship programs, research opportunities the student may have participated in, or ROP courses. On this slide, you will see the final 2 of the 14 approved components for academic comprehensive review. Number 13, the academic accomplishments in light of life experiences or special circumstances. And here it'll be important to take into consideration if a student attends a low-performing school, is low income, or is the first person in their family to attend college, or what we call first-generation college student. 14. Location of the high school or residence. Again, taking into consideration the context of where the student comes from, and this will also give you some information about what type of opportunities may or may not have been available to that student. On this slide, you will see the guiding principles for UC Irvine's specific comprehensive review process. Keep in mind that as a campus and as the Office of Admissions, we implement comprehensive review in a specific way to our campus. So for comprehensive review at UC Irvine, we prioritize high academic accomplishment. We review broad factors for selection. There's no fixed proportions or narrow criteria that are used. We want to make sure that the entering class exhibits academic excellence as well as diversity. We want to pay special attention to the sensitivity to local campus priorities and values. We want selection decisions to reflect students who will contribute to the state, U.S., and global economy as a whole while they're at UCI as well as when they leave our campus. And finally, we want to ensure that no applicant is denied without a thorough review of their coursework and their application. There are 2 steps in the review process. As external reviewers, you will be concerned with the profile reviews, but just so you're aware of the process, there's also a component that is conducted internally in the Office of Admissions and Relations with Schools, and this is called the Academic Profile Review. This is also known in our office as the ACR process. And this is where the A through G courses, the actual quantitative number, the student's GPA, and test scores are computed, and this is assisted by the computer. In addition, the part you will be helping us out with are the profile reviews. Now, the majority of these are double-blind reads, so you will not see another person's score when you score the application, and most applications are read by 2 different reviewers. And the profile reviews are actually composed of 2 specific criteria. We have the Profile A score, which delves into the investment in learning and achievement, and we also have the Profile B score, which constitutes the student's potential to benefit and contribute from the university and also to the university. For the Profile Review A, as I said, we're looking at a student's investment in learning and achievement. And this will be accomplished by looking at the student's academic accomplishments, academic awards and honors, and sustained participation in academic preparation programs. Conversely, on the Profile Review B score, this is where we're looking at the student's potential to benefit and contribute. And on this score, we're really looking at the student's leadership and service, both on and off their high school campus, their civic and cultural awareness, and also other honors and awards that are non-academic. For example, MVP of a baseball team. Keep in mind as you read applications that the student's personal statement, their low-income, first-generation, or low-performing school status will have an impact on both the A and B score, as keeping that context in mind will help to give a little more color to these various Profile A and B components. We, of course, want to protect the integrity of this process, and there's various ways in which we go about doing that. We have written policies in place that are both UC approved as well as UCI approved. We involve the faculty in many different layers of this process. All of you will be trained as readers, and we also have trained evaluators in the Office of Admissions. We conduct monitoring and analyses of the various admissions throughout the process. There's an annual campus and board statewide review that is conducted, and also by the Academic Council, a 5-year review is also conducted. This concludes our brief overview of comprehensive review, both at the statewide as well as the UCI level. If you have any questions, please make sure to direct all of your questions to your respective resource team leader. We're more than happy to help you in any way we can. Thank you so much for your willingness to participate, and please let us know if you have any other questions. Thank you.